announce that following Mr. President's historic establishment of the National Health Fellows Program, with young Nigerian fellows to be engaged in all the 774 local government areas in the country, under the sector-wide approach, the Coordination Office led by Dr. Muntaka Umar Sadiq, we now commence the recruitment activities for this unprecedented program. This groundbreaking initiative is set to develop a pipeline of healthcare leaders through strategic capacity building, professional development, and a capstone field engagement for the fellows. It is therefore my great pleasure to call on all interested candidates to submit their applications through the official portal at www.healthfellows.ng on or before the 27th day of January 2025. My fellow young Nigerians, the future of our great nation is in your capable hands under the leadership of His Excellency President Tinubu. Rise to the call of your country and be a powerful catalyst for the change that we collectively seek in the health sector. Take your place in navigating our nation to its great destiny, and don't miss this chance to make a difference in Nigeria's health sector. Apply now. May God bless you. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And may God bless our President and strengthen him as he carries this important work forward. Thank you.
Welcome to the broadcast of News Hour on SUMTV, the pulse of the nation. My name is Esther Oka Stephen. On the news this morning, tragedy strikes Enugu, petrol tanker explosion claims 18 lives. Troops gain ground against banditry in Sokoto, says Army GOC. NDLEA seizes UK bonds illicit drugs, destroy cannabis plantation. Now the news in full. Christian pilgrims from Adamawa, Taraba, Gombe, and Yobe arrives in Jordan. A total of 352 Christian pilgrims from Adamawa, Taraba, Gombe, and Yobe states have arrived in Jordan, marking the beginning of their spiritual journey. The pilgrims who departed from Yola's Modibo Adama Airport on Friday, January 2024, arrived at Queen Elia International Airport in Amman, Jordan on Saturday. The Adamawa contingent, comprising 180 pilgrims, was joined by pilgrims from Taraba, Gombe, and Yobe states. Representatives of Governor Abu Kefas and Amadu Finturi of Taraba and Adamawa State respectively bid the pilgrims farewells to their contingents from their states, praying for their safe trip and urging them to respect the law of Jordan and Israel. During their stay, the pilgrims will visit Christian holy sites in Jordan and Israel before returning to Nigeria on 3rd February 2025. This development highlights the ongoing efforts to promote religious tourism and spiritual growth in the region. In other news, Taraba State has been reported to be among the hardest hit states by the recent surge in Lassa fever cases. The state government has been urged to take proactive measures to address the situation. Tragedy strikes Enugu as petroleum tanker explosion claims 18 lives. A devastating petroleum tanker explosion occurred yesterday in Enugu, killing at least 18 people, including 3 children, and injuring 13 others. The accident happened at the Ugu-Oyeme section of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway around 11:30 a.m. According to spokesperson Olusegun Ogunbamide for the Federal Road Safety Corps, the explosion was caused by brake failure, including 17 vehicles, a petrol tanker, a water tanker, 15 cars, and a tricycle. 11 vehicles were burnt into ash, while emergency responders rescued 10 victims with varied degrees of injuries. 3 escaped, but the remaining 18 victims were burnt beyond recognition. Enugu State Governor Dr. Peter Mba visited the accident scene, expressing sadness and ensuring that the victims receive full medical attention. The government has also taken steps to prevent similar accidents, including enforcing road rules and fixing the damaged section of the federal roads. This tragic incident marks the third petrol tanker explosion in Nigeria this year, following similar accidents in Niger State and Delta State, which claimed numerous lives and caused widespread destructions. Troops gain ground against banditry in Sokoto, says Army GOC. A significant boost to national security, the Nigerian Army has announced that its troops are steadily gaining the upper hand against bandits in Sokoto State. Major General Ibikunle Ajose, General Officer commanding 8th Division Nigerian Army Sokoto, made this declaration, citing the elimination of several bandit leaders and their supporters as a testament to the military's progress. The GOC attributed the recent successes to the strategic development of the Chief of Army Staff (COAS) Special Intervention Battalion (VII) in Gudu, complemented by new Nigerian Air Force (NAF), air assets, and other combat enablers. These reinforcements have served as force multipliers in operations across Sokoto State, bolstering the military's capacity to combat banditry and terrorism. General Ajose reaffirmed the military's commitment to national security, ensuring that despite prevailing challenges, efforts to safeguard the country would not waver. We have resolved to remove all obstacles to peace across our areas of responsibility for a more secure, peaceful, and better nation, he stated. The GOC made this remark during the 2024 annual West African Social Activities (WASA) event held at the 26th Battalion Parade Ground in Sokoto. The event aimed to strengthening bonds between military personnel and the civil populace through social interactions and cultural activities. Governor Hamid Aliyu Sokoto, represented by Special Advisor Colonel Ahmed Usman retired, praised the Nigerian Army's role in maintaining national unity and security. He noted that the state government will continue to collaborate with the military and other security agencies to strengthen their capacity through logistic support. The WASA event featured various social activities including cultural dances, a tug-of-war competition, and comedy performances. Awards were also presented to outstanding personnel who distinguished themselves in various capacities. NDLEA seizes UK bonds, illicit drugs, destroy cannabis plantation. In a significant blow to the drug traffickers, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) has intercepted a consignment of loud, a synthetic strain of cannabis concealed in a duvet and bound for the United Kingdom. The seizure occurred at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport (MMIA) in Lagos. Two suspects, Adekunle Sunday and Augustine Balogun, were arrested in connection with the seized consignment, which weighed 3.50 kg. Augustine Balogun, the main agent, admitted to receiving 700,000 naira to transport the consignment to the UK. In addition to the airport seizures, NDLEA operatives also raided a hideout in Ikorodu, Lagos, recovering 7 liters of scotches, a new active substance. Other seized items include cartridges and an iron-headed axe. Further operations in Lagos resulted in a seizure of 47 kg of skunk and 25.46 kg of nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas. Similar operations were conducted in Ekiti, Kwara, and Kano states, yielding significant seizures of illicit substances. In Kano State, NDLEA operatives destroyed a cannabis plant in the Jenfan Kasa area of Dawakin Kudu local government, arresting a suspect linked to the farm. The NDLEA chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Mawa, retired, commended the officers involved in the successful operation and lauded their counterparts nationwide for intensifying the war against drug abuse, social advocates, and sensitization efforts. Sokoto state government warns residents of fleeing bandits. The Sokoto state government has issued a warning to residents to remain vigilant as bandits flee military operations in the eastern part of the state and surrounding areas. According to a statement by the Special Advisor on Government, Governor Ahmed Aliyu, on security matters, retired Colonel Ahmed Usman, the ongoing joint military operations have successfully destroyed multiple terrorist enclaves, neutralized dozens of bandits, and rescued hundreds of kidnapped victims. The government has cautioned residents to be cautious and report any suspicious activities in their communities, as fleeing bandits may attempt to hide in villages or seek medical treatment at local clinic under disguise. The Sokoto state government has reiterated its commitment to working with security agencies to restore peace and stability in the state, encouraging residents to play an active role in reporting unusual activities to support the ongoing effort to secure the state. Kaduna school reopens 10 months after terrorists abduct 138 students. A school in Kaduna State, Nigeria, has reopened its doors to students 10 months after a devastating terrorist attack on March 7, 2024. Terrorists abducted 138 students from the LEA Nursery Primary and Secondary School in Kuriga, Chikun local government area. The students were held captive for 17 days and unfortunately the school principal Abubakar Isa was killed during the incident. Following their release on March 24, 2024, the school was closed due to security concern. However, thanks to the efforts of the Kaduna State government, the police and the United Nations Children's Fund (UNICEF), the school has undergone renovations and reopened its doors to students. Locals in the community have expressed their gratitude for the improved security situation, stating that they can now sleep well at night without fear of terrorist attack. The police have established a station in the community, providing an added layer of security. During the closure, UNICEF supported a homeschooling program employing teachers and vigilantes to tour students in closer across the community. With the schools reopening, students have returned to their classroom, marking a significant step towards normalcy for the community. Kebbi State Government announces plan to recruit 500 health workers. In a bid to strengthen the health sectors, the Kebbi State Government has unveiled plans to recruit 500 additional health workers and absorb 390 staff members of the Global Alliance for Vaccine and Immunization (GAVI) into the state workforce this year. Governor Nasir Idris made the announcement during the handing over ceremony of the NGF GAVI UNICEF project in Birnin Kebbi on Saturday. The governor emphasized the need to enhance the state healthcare delivery, citing significant investments in the health sector, including the upgrade of 6 general hospitals and the provision of modern ambulances. The governor acknowledged the support of partners which has significantly improved healthcare delivery in the state over the past 3 years. UNICEF's country representative in Nigeria, Christian Mundaut's healthcare service highlighted notable progress in immunizations, coverage, and reduction in maternal mortality. NAPTIP reunites 9 trafficked Kebbi children with families. In a heartwarming reunion, the National Agency of the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons (NAPTIP) has reunited 9 trafficked children from Kebbi State with their families. The children were among 19 rescued from their abductors in Calabar and other parts of the Niger Delta region. The reunion took place at the government house in Kebbi, where the head of NAPTIP in the state, Misbahu Kaura, handed over the children to their parents. Kaura revealed that the children were trafficked under the disguise of being sent to school in Gusau, Zamfara, but were instead sold into slavery in Calabar and between 280,000 naira and above. Governor Nasir Idris commended NAPTIP for their efforts and vowed to prosecute anyone involved in child trafficking to the fullest extent of the law. He also directed the security to the state government to include NAPTIP among the beneficiaries of the monthly allowances provided to security agencies for operational functions. The reunion marks a significant victory in the fight against human trafficking in Nigeria. Kwara State Governor orders probes into Shonga flooding. Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak has ordered an investigation into the recent flooding and devastated several rice farmland in Shonga, Edo local government area of the state. The flooding rendered scores of residents homeless and displaced, affecting no fewer than 4 villages. A committee led by the Deputy Chief of Staff to the Governor, Prince Bukola Babalola, has been set up to investigate the cause of flooding and provide recommendations to prevent future occurrences. The committee includes Commissioner of Agriculture, Water Resources, and Environment, as well as other top government officials. According to the statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Rafiu Ajekaye, The committee will visit the affected areas on a fact-finding mission and deliver the government's condolence messages to the victims and the Emir of Shonga, Dr. Ali Riaya Danaso. The state government has also urged residents to take flood alerts seriously and follow precautionary measures to minimize the impact of flooding. Another report from Kwara says state governor orders probes into Shonga flooding. Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman has ordered an investigation into recent flooding and devastating several rice farmland in Shonga, Idu local government area. Anambra government demolishes kidnappers' hideout on Cobb Shrine. The Anambra State government has demolished a hotel in Oba Idemili South local government area, which served as a hideout for kidnappers. The Hotel Udoka Golden Point Hotel and Suites, also known as Le Cruz Hotel, was discovered to have over 30 well-petitioned graves on its last floor, along with a shrine. According to the Anambra State New Media, the hotel was demolished as part of the government's effort to curb criminal activities in the state. The government security outfit Operation Udo Gachi, also known as Agune Chamber, carried out the demolition on Saturday. The hotel's demolition is a significant step in the government's fight against kidnapping and other criminal activities in the state. The government has vowed to continue its efforts to right the state of criminals and ensures the safety of its citizens. In a related development, the Anambra State government has announced plans to prosecute the owner of the demolished hotel. The government has also warned that any building found to be linked to criminal activities will be demolished and the owner prosecuted. Concerning the JUSON strike, Abia chapter insists on payment of salary before calling off strike. The Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria JUSUN Abia State chapter has maintained that it will not call off its ongoing strike until the state government pays the salaries owed to workers. The union embarked on strike on January 2nd, 2025, following the non-implementation of the new national minimum wage for judicial workers in the state. According to the chairman of JUSUN Abia State Chapter, Comrade Chinedu Eze, the union signed a memorandum of understanding with the state government, but the government has yet to fulfill its commitment. Eze stated that the MOU was premised on the government agreement to pay the salaries owed to workers, but the union is still waiting for the government to fulfill its commitment. We signed a memorandum of understanding with the state government, but there are certain aspects of the agreement that we are still expecting the state government to fulfill, as he said. The true position is that we have signed an MOU, but it is promised on the ground that the government will make some commitments. They will credit our accounts with the money that will enable us to pay our salaries. Eze emphasized that the union will not call off the strike until the government fulfills its commitment, adding that the union is waiting for the government to credit their accounts with the necessary funds. We are waiting for the government. The reason is that we don't want a situation where we will suspend the strike and the money will not be paid. Then we will now start another strike, as I said. But since they have given us their words, The ball is in their court. We can't say anything until the time they give us expires. Nigeria's former governor Dixon attributes bad governance to corruption. Senator Eri Sirake Dixon, former governor of Bayelsa State, has emphasized the need to deliberate government policies to derive economic development in Nigeria. Dixon, who represented Bayelsa West, made this call while presenting a paper at the 11th Conventional Lecture for courses 29 to 30 graduates of the Nigerian College of Accountancy in Kwara, Plateau State. They identified lack of accountability and corruption as major factors contributing to Nigeria's governance challenges. Dixon stressed that these issues have led to social vices, inefficiency, and systematic corruption that has permeated the Nigerian state. Dixon listed several factors hindering effective policy making in Nigeria, including political rascality and ethnicity, lack of need assessment and corruption, inadequate resources, and weak democratic value and instructions, and lack of good governance and popular commitment. He emphasized that these challenges must be addressed to ensure effective governance and economic development in Nigeria. Dixon's presentations offered key recommendations on policy priorities to build upon Nigeria's macro-critical reforms and job creation. In a related development, the Nigerian College of Accountancy certified 5,600 students as accountants, and its 11th combined convocation. 12 students received distinctions award for their outstanding performance. The Director General of the college, Dr. Friday Effiong Akpan, noted that the graduating accountants had duly completed their training program for the 2022/2023 and 2023/2024 sessions and officially graduated in August 2023. World Bank and the Yobe government disbursed $2.5 million to boost agriculture. In a bid to drive economic growth and improve livelihoods, the Yobe state government, in collaboration with the World Bank Finance Project, Agro-Climatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscape, ACRISAL, has disbursed $20.525 million as a revulsion fund to 101 communities in the state. Governor Maimala Buni, while presenting checks to the beneficiaries, emphasized that the funds aim to promote sustainable development among communities and farmer groups. He noted that 4,825 out of the total of 7,340 slots have been allocated to youth to ensure their maximum engagement and benefits from the program. The ACRISAL National Coordinator, Mr. Abdul Umar, commended the Yobe government for providing an enabling environment for the project to thrive in the state. He highlighted the project's success factor, including the staff strength, dedication, and team spirit. The revolving fund is an investment loan aimed at revitalizing agricultural practices in Yobe, one of the 8 pilot states selected by the World Bank for the Community Revolving Fund scheme. Terrorists kills Army commander, soldiers in Borno State. Terrorists affiliated with Boko Haram have reportedly killed an army commander, 2 other military officers and several soldiers in an attack on the military base in Malam Faturi, Abadan local government area in Borno State. The incident occurred on Friday, January 24, 2025. According to unconfirmed sources, the terrorists attacked the 149 Battalion with multiple gun struck, razing many buildings and military operational vehicles. The sources add that many soldiers were seriously injured, and a yet-to-be ascertained number of personnel were still missing. The commanding officer of the battalion, 2 senior officers, including the base medical director, were among the feared dead. This attack comes after a recent brutal assault on the military's forward operating base in Dambo local government area, resulting to an unspecified numbers of casualties. We're going for a commercial break now. When we come back, News Hour continues. Please don't go away.
Are you ready? Join us for the Achievers Coaching Academic Summit 2025.
Themed Harnessing Nature's Gift for Economic Growth in Taraba State. Date 15th February 2025. Venue The Significant Place Chapel,
Adjacent State Secretariat, former mobile links, Abuja Phase 1, Jalingo, Taraba State.
Admission starts at 1 p.m. and the main event begins at 2 p.m. Don't forget, admission is free.
Featuring insightful session on crop farming, agro-processing, value chain development, animal farming, and dry season farming.
With top facilitators including Dr. Hope Dauda Gaina, Mr. Godfrey Tafida, Honorable Zeno Hassan Meikaswa, Chief Gabriel Olayinka, and Mr. Waziri Aaron Anthony.
Don't miss this opportunity to unlock economic growth. See you there.
Welcome back. Plateau Diaspora Group mourns ex-FCT Minister Jeremiah Usini. A diaspora group, Plateau State Association, USA, has paid tribute to former Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Jeremiah Usini, who recently passed away. In a condolence message, the group's president, Bart Shamkong described Hussein as a visionary statesman who inspired many through his leadership and selfless service. Husseini, a retired army officer, died on Thursday at the age of 82 after a protracted illness. The group commended his contribution to the development of Plateau State and Nigeria, noting that his legacy of integrity, dedication, and excellence will be remembered for generations to come. The Plateau State Association, U.S., joined the people of Plateau State and Nigerians worldwide in mourning the loss of the former minister, who was also a former governorship candidate in Plateau State. The group extended its condolences to Husseini's family, friends, and all those who lived with him and he has impacted during his lifetime. Kogi State Governor launches Ghost Care initiatives to support orphan students. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has reaffirmed its administration's commitment to the welfare and education of orphan students in the state. Speaking at the launch of the Governor Ododo Orphan Students Care (GOOS) Cares initiatives, the governor emphasized that child should feel abandoned or forgotten due to their circumstances. The GOO Cares initiatives organized by the Kogi State Forum of Local Government Special Assistance aims to provide support to resources to orphan students. Governor Ododo commended the forum for their proactive efforts, stating that the initiative demonstrates its administration's policy of governance to the grassroots. The governor urged the benefiting students to believe in themselves and avoid emotional setback. He also assured the forum that its administration would address outstanding appointments with the ranks of grassroots supporters. Ogun Monarch established 500 million naira bulk purchases market to combat hunger. In a bid to alleviate the rising challenge of hunger and food prices, the Dagburewa of Idowa Ijebu, Oba Siriku Okuribido, had established a 500 naira bulk purchasing market in Idowa community, Odogbolu local government area of Ogun State. The market offers food items like rice and noodles at a 50% discount, with a bag of rice sold for 42,000 naira. However, only residents of the community with a valid CDA card are eligible to purchase these items at the subsidized rate. Oba Okuribido's initiative is part of its efforts to mark his first coronation anniversary. During his one-year tenure, he has facilitated financial assistance to 100 million naira as resolving medium-term loan to farmers and other interest groups in the community. Other notable achievements of the monarch include payment of WAEC fees for over 60 students, facilitation of scholarship for 23 students, and payment of JAM lesson for 50 students. The monarch has also called for the reorganization of Community Development Association, saying that they are a vital platform to support and fight crime. Since his ascension to the throne, the number of CDAs in the community has increased from 3 to over 60, blustering the community's security challenges. News desk for now. Before we go, here is a recap of the major headlines. Tragedy strikes Enugu as petrol tanker explosion claims 18 lives. Troops gain ground against banditry in Sokoto, says Army GOC. Nigerian banks and expanding influence in Africa economy. SUMTV is a 24-hour TV station. We are live every day. You can also follow us on Facebook at SUMTV and on YouTube at Super Media. I am Esther Oka Steven. Thanks for watching.